Hello everyone, this is Troy with TheraSaaS. Today I'm going to show you how inbound call routing works inside TheraSaaS. Now let's first check if you have a phone number associated or purchased through TheraSaaS. To do that, go ahead and click on Settings. And inside phone numbers, this page will house all the phone numbers that are purchased through TheraSaaS. As you can see, we already have a demo number here. This has been purchased through TheraSaaS. Now, to better understand how the inbound call routing works, we need to ask three questions first. Number one, if the phone number inside here is assigned to a certain user, if there is a forwarding number set, and if a company number is added. Now, to check if the phone number is assigned to a certain user, let's go ahead and go to My Staff, and this will be your team management page. Now, to check if the phone number is assigned to a certain user, let's go ahead and choose one user here and click on Edit to open the settings for this certain user. Let's go ahead and expand call and voicemail settings. So this is the phone settings for this certain user. Now to check if a phone number is assigned, you can just see here under inbound polio number, if that phone number that we have, the TheraSaaS demo account is assigned to this user, it will show up here. If you want to assign the TheraSaaS demo account number to this user, just go ahead and click the drop-down menu and choose the phone number that you have. Now, if we click on this drop-down menu, as you can see, the TheraSaaS demo number is already grayed out, meaning this number is already assigned to a different user. Now, if your intake number or the number that you have inside TheraSaaS is already assigned to a certain user, that just means that all inbound calls that will be going through your TheraSaaS number will always go to whoever user it is assigned to. Now, the second question here is if there is a forwarding number set. To check if you have a forwarding number set to your TheraSaaS number, go ahead and go back to phone numbers and edit the configuration for your number. Do that, click on this three dots here at the right part, hit edit configuration, and there is a field here where it says forward calls to. If there is a number added here, that means the calls that will be going through your TheraSaaS number will be forwarded to whatever number that is here. Now, another way to check if you have a forwarding number, you can also see here under My Staff if you have a forwarding number assigned to each of the user. So go ahead and click on Edit for each of the user, and if you see here that there is a phone number added under the phone field inside your user info for each of the user, that is also being recognized by TheraSaaS as a forwarding number. I will show you how that works in a second. So we already found out how to check if there is a forwarding number set. Now let's go ahead and check if there is a company number added. Now to do that, go ahead and click on Business Profile. You can see here if there is a company phone number added by checking under General Information, and the field Business Phone will be your company number. Now let's have a scenario to better understand how the incoming call works. Now, say for example, one of your clients is calling your TheraSaaS number, and you already have your phone settings set up. So where does the call go? The call initially goes through your TheraSaaS phone number, but if you have your company number added, under your business profile, the call will be forwarded to your company number. Now, if you don't want that to happen, you can just go ahead and remove your company number here, and the call will go inside TheraSaaS. So that would be our first layer, forwarding it to the company number. Now, if there is no company number here, another thing that TheraSaaS or the call will check is if there is a phone number or a phone call forwarding number added inside your TheraSaaS number. So if there is a call forwarding number added here, the inbound call will be forwarded to whatever number it is that is added here. If you decide to allow the call to only ring to a certain user, say for example, I only allow the calls to ring to me, TheraSaaS will then recognize if I have a forwarding number set up for myself. So again, if you have a forwarding number or a phone number added here for the user, TheraSaaS will also recognize this as a forwarding number and forward the call to whatever number that is added here. So that is the second layer. And the third layer as well. So again, to summarize everything, if a call goes through your TheraSaaS phone number and you have a company number added here, it will first go through the company number and forward it there. If you don't have a company number here, it will then go to the forwarding number that you have inside your TheraSaaS number, which is here, And then if you have your calls assigned to a certain user, it will then forward the call to whatever forwarding number that that user has inside the team management settings. Now, if you want all the calls to be routed just inside TheraSaaS and not be forwarded to anywhere else, just go ahead and delete the forwarding numbers that are inside these fields. So delete the forwarding that you have for the user, delete your company phone number, and also delete the forward calls to number that you have inside your TheraSaaS number, which is here. That way, all the calls will go inside TheraSaaS. So our next video will be about voicemail and how to set up your voicemail recordings for TheraSaaS.